Steve, watching Free Speech TV on DirecTV in L.A. Hey, Steve, what's up?
Oh, hi, Tom. I'm so glad that your station, a bastion for diversity, allows someone with a different view to actually get on your station. I think Barbara is completely out of line with her generalizing, and I think Black America, African America, will be phenomenally better when the left stops coddling them and giving them a reason to fail. I think when racism and discrimination was vastly more prevalent in this country, the black family was much more solid. And I think what the left has done to the black family is shameful. I think when the president and Eric Holder went to St. Louis and stoked this racism against white policemen was pathetic. This Officer Wilson was doing his job it's been shown clear, and yet Black Lives Matter keep using that. And that's not helpful. Are there bad policemen? Absolutely. Is it widespread? Absolutely not. And it's doing just injustice and not helping unify this country and helping African Americans when you give them a reason to hate white Americans.
Steve, I'm astonished. I'm frankly astonished to hear all this coming out of you. So how you say liberals are creating dependence among people of color? What the hell are you talking about?
When you tell people that the white policemen are evil time after time after time.
I've never told anybody white policemen are evil, and B, if you are living the reality of white policemen harassing you constantly, how can you not come to the conclusion that you've got a problem?
Well, can you tell me if Michael Brown was murdered by Officer Wilson?
I'm not going to relitigate Michael Brown, Steve. There's 100 other examples if you want to get that granular. And I realize that's the strategy that Fox. I realize that's the strategy that Fox News fools use to try to change the subject. But I'm not going there. The reality is that people of color in this country are the victims of police violence at levels way above white people like you and me, Steve. And you should know that.
I didn't say they weren't above. I said there are bad cops. There are bad talk show hosts. There are bad teachers. Is it prevalent? Is it everywhere? Absolutely not.
How do you know?
It's better every year.
How do you know?
Because I've known police, because I studied criminal justice, because I see the world. And I see my African-American friends disgusted by people like you and your silly station that tell black people to hate white policemen. It's pathetic.
Yeah. Steve, thanks a lot for the call. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't have a response for that other than to say this, to say to everybody else. I want to say this to my white friends who are white. Black people watching know exactly what they just heard. That's the face of white privilege and white racism. Maybe unconscious white racism, but that's the face of white privilege and white racism in the United States. And to my white friends, we got to wake up and figure out that people like Steve may well believe what he's saying. If he's watched enough Fox News and listened to enough hate radio, he probably does believe what he's saying. He probably doesn't realize more white people are on welfare than black people. And if he did know that, he'd probably still figure out a reason to say that, you're just trying to create dependency for black people. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.